Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Yesterday we missed out on our typical Sunday reset with grocery shopping and meal prepping with Josh and I. However, Josh left out of town super early this morning. He's gonna be gone for a few days, but I still want to get meal prepped for myself, so I stay on track this week. So Nora and I are going grocery shopping first thing this morning just to get a couple odds and ends. We don't need a huge restock this week. We need more fruit, like always, some more lunch items for them, and then just a couple things I need to make the meal preps I picked out for myself this week. I will say, because Josh is gone, I did pick out a few things that I know he wouldn't normally want to eat, so I'm taking advantage of the time he's gonna be away and making some different recipes than normally we would meal prep if we were doing it together. Also, like I shared in my vlog of the weekend, which I finished last night, we were trying to use our Ninja Creami to make some pistachio froyo last night, and our Creami started smoking. So I got it all packed up. We're gonna run to Costco anyway today, so I'm gonna see if I can get that returned or exchanged. So I'm gonna go finish getting myself ready for the day. Grab Nora, we're off to Costco this morning, and then we'll see how we do. It's already a little bit later this morning, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need to round out my shopping over at either H-E-B or Kroger later today. I'm gonna share the grocery haul with you guys when we get home, and then hopefully during Nora's nap, I'm gonna get some of those meal preps made. So we are prepared and ready to take on the week. We still have grapes at home, but this one says we need red grapes. These are 2 packs, but you can't refreeze them. They're only good for 4 days after you open them, and they're only good for another 2 weeks. So sometimes things at Costco are just too much. Here, you want that? What is it?
Cheese.
Cheese. Did you hunt some samples? You got a fruit bar? We love that that's it, fruit bars. Yum. Lila's here for our H-E-B run. You're all squished in there. What are we doing right now? Are we collecting the rainbow?
Yeah.
All right, Nora, you got red, 1 red pepper, some orange smoked salmon, we have yellow bananas, and some green lettuce. We also have green pepper. My indulgence while Josh is gone. We got our blue, more red. All right, you're in charge. This is what happens when you guys come with me to the grocery store. We end up with treats. Quick little Costco haul. It was not a huge haul for us today. I did get more of our fully cooked chicken sausages. Me and the kids love these for breakfast in the morning. They're a really easy source of some quick protein, 10 grams in 3 links. So I'm not meal prepping breakfast this week for just myself. I'm gonna do some chicken sausage with eggs and fruit. I also picked up more grapes. We have some green grapes left in the fridge, but Nora saw these and really wanted the red grapes. They love the candy snap ones. They're kind of like really snappy, sweet, a little bit sour. And I know the ones we have won't last very long in the fridge, so this will get us through at least Friday. Our kids go through fruit like crazy. I also got a pack of 3 cucumbers. This I am gonna be using for one of my meal prep meals. A block of sharp cheddar cheese, a container of Grillo's pickles. Facts, I love that they changed out the top on this, although it does seem like the container is smaller, so I don't know if there's a difference in the ounces. I'd be curious about that, but I do love the new top. The old top's kind of leaked a little bit. I needed more white distilled vinegar. I use that to clean my fruit. And then I did pick up a 24 pack of organic large eggs. I feel like the price of eggs has been sneaking up again, and it was a pretty good deal for these nice quality eggs. This is an 8.5 pound package of 8812 ground beef. I'm gonna divide this into 1 pound packages for the freezer so they're ready to go. We can pull them out for meals or meal prepping as needed. And I'm very happy to say they were able to return my old Ninja Creami. I shared in my last video. We used it the other night and it started smoking. And the blade was like starting to melt. So that was a problem. It was just a malfunction. They said they haven't had very many Ninja Creami returns at all, so I'm hoping that was just like a one-time instance, but they totally refunded it, no problem, and they still had them in stock and at the same price point. So I was able just to exchange it out for a new one. So Nora and I ran to Costco this morning, but I was cutting it too close to lunch and nap time, so we headed home right after that. and then waited for Lila to get home from school and went back out to H-E-B to round off the last few things I needed for the week. I picked up some black beans. My girls will eat this on the side of tacos. I'm also gonna be using some of these in a meal prep. I'm gonna be making some chicken fajita burritos. I got some bananas, 2 peppers. Those are also going in the chicken fajita burritos. A head of lettuce to have on hand for with sandwiches for the girls, or if I need to make some salads on the side. I picked up some sriracha and some light mayo. I'm gonna make a sriracha mayo on top of like a sushi style bowl that I'm making for one of my preps. I grabbed some more of the pistachio sugar-free Jell-O pudding mix. My last video, I was making a pistachio flavored froyo when my Ninja Creami blew up at me. So I had to toss that whole one, so we're gonna try again. The girls were with me, and it's been a while since we bought some new popsicles, so they picked out these ones. These look super good. They're the Outshine bars. I always love those. And this one, the variety pack, comes with strawberry, lime, and raspberry. These are an amazing little sweet treat if you're in a calorie deficit and just looking for something for that sweet bite at the end of the night, but not to go over your calories. These are only 40 calories per popsicle. I have some frozen raspberries and frozen wild blueberries. My girls love these potato puffs. They're, you know, tater tots, but they're great on the side with like kid meals and stuff, but they also make a great base for like a breakfast bowl. So if I want to switch up my eggs and sausage this week, I might make a bowl out of it by doing some of the seasoned potatoes on the bottom with scrambled eggs, cheese, and some cut up chicken sausages on top. I got another one of these Velveeta cheese sauce packs. We used one the other week and it was so handy to have on hand. We have some boxed shells from a previous Costco run. It came in the variety pack that we got. So we already have some shell-shaped pasta on hand. So now if my girls ever want some like shells and cheese, easy macaroni one night, there you go. I picked up these La Banderita carb counter flour tortillas. I was on the hunt. They do have like large wrap size ones. They only come with 6 in a package, but they're more of that burrito shape size. And that's what I was looking for my chicken fajita burritos, but they didn't have any. So I got these and, you know, we'll just see how they do. I may just have to adjust the amount of filling and the serving size for what like a dinner would be of them. Some frozen broccoli florets for a veggie with dinner, and then more Danimal smoothies. My girls go through these so fast. They love them, but they are great for taking to school for Lila. Plain non-fat Greek yogurt, always a staple. I also got some oven roasted turkey and some baby Swiss cheese. My girls have been really into doing like hummus on wraps with turkey and cheese, or Nora will just eat like some shredded up turkey and cheese with fruit and crackers and stuff as like a snack plate for lunch. Here's my indulge to me. Josh is gone. My husband is allergic to shellfish, so that's why you guys don't see me buy a lot of shellfish. He can eat regular fish, and we do eat like salmon, halibut, scallops. He can eat all that kind of stuff. But specifically shrimp, lobster, crawfish, and crab are the ones he can't eat. I love shrimp, but I only ever get it either if we're out at a restaurant or when Josh is out of town. There you go. I got some shrimpies. And if you didn't know, just eating some shrimp is like a great little protein snack. This whole box is 3 servings. It's only 70 calories per serving, but it packs 12 grams of protein per serving. So I think the macros on that are really good. And then this package of smoked salmon, I'm using these in those sushi bowls.
It's getting closer to midnight. I try to get closer to you. Drinking courage from my red cup now. I will soon make a move. Ooh, I can taste it. The bittersweetness of taking a shot. A risk worth taking. If it's a shot of love, baby, I adore you. Maybe I adore you.
Ooh, y'all, I was about to be mad at Costco. I only have 6 bags of 1 pound portions of ground beef. I had to go back and pull open the original packaging and check the weight, because I swear I thought it said 8.5 pounds. That's what I recorded when I did the grocery haul, but the 6 and the 8 that Costco prints on their packages are almost identical. So that package was 6.5 pounds. Now that makes total sense. So I have 6 1 pound freezer Ziplocs portioned out. I did use that last ½ pound. I cooked that up into taco meat for the girls who had tacos for dinner tonight. And then the last step is I actually just take each bag, I make sure I push all the air out of it, and I flatten the meat into a thinner, long kind of patty inside the bag. Now it's pressed really thin, and in case I forget to take it out of the freezer in the morning, it will thaw in time for dinner. And they'll stack really easy in the freezer too. Hey guys, okay, so it is Tuesday, the next day. After a long day of grocery shopping, doing the grocery haul, putting everything away, prepping those few food items, and then doing solo bedtime for the girls between getting them dinner and to bed, I was wiped. So I didn't finish off the meal prep yesterday, but I'm going to do that this afternoon. So I tried to simplify meal prep as much as possible today, just because it's just me on my own doing it. So when I was looking at meals that I picked, I wanted to pick out the same carb base so I could prep one thing in a larger volume for both meals, and that's going to be some jasmine rice. Since I'm using this in both of my meal preps today, I'm going in with 4 cups of water. I also added in a tablespoon of this Better Than Bouillon chicken base. Once it's simmering, I added in 2 full cups of jasmine rice, brought it back to a simmer on the stove top, and then covered it, turned the heat all the way down to low, and it cooked for about 15 minutes. I removed the lid, fluffed the rice, and then I went ahead and transferred it into a bowl so it would stop cooking and cool down before measuring it out into my meal prep containers. As my rice cooled, I started on my chicken fajita burrito prep. I'm rinsing my bell peppers, which I'm then going to go ahead and slice into long strips. And then I also peeled and sliced a sweet yellow onion. I tried to put these into long strips like the peppers, but it ended up being larger chunks. You don't want to go too small though, otherwise I find when you saute them on the stovetop, they cook too far down and all you taste is char and no pepper. So once that was all sliced up, I sprayed some avocado oil in my nonstick pan, placed it on medium-high heat, got all of my peppers and onions in the preheated pan, and then just slowly stirred them. You don't want to run the heat too high. You want to get a nice caramelization on your onions and peppers. It really brings out the sweetness in these veggies. After they were wilted down a ways, I added a little bit of salt to help pull out a little bit more moisture and to season them. And then again, set them aside to cool off before assembling in the burritos. I'm using 2 thawed chicken breasts, about 1.5 pounds of chicken, and I'm dicing that up. And I had moved the peppers out of the pan into a separate bowl, and I'm just putting the chicken right in that same pan along with a little extra avocado oil. We're gonna soak up all the flavor that those sauteed peppers and onions left behind in the pan, as well as then add a little bit of salt and some taco seasoning mix to season up our chicken. I sauteed those, trying to get a little bit of browning on all sides, and cooked them until they were just done all the way through. Make sure your chicken reaches a temp of 165 Fahrenheit. Pulled the pan off the heat and let it cool down for a little bit. Now that all my pre-cooked ingredients are ready to go, I'm setting up my burrito rolling station. I have some aluminum foil and my carb counter wraps by La Banderita. All the other ingredients I have set up in front of me in bowls. To assemble the burritos, I put 1 wrap in the middle of my aluminum foil. I add 60 grams of chicken breast, a 1/4 cup of jasmine rice, a heaping pinch of fajita veggies. This is probably about a 1/4 cup of them, 2 tablespoons of shredded quesadilla cheese, and a tablespoon of black beans. And then I like to kind of use the tin foil to help me wrap burritos nice and tight. First, I lift up the edges of the tortilla to kind of arrange the filling the direction I need it to go, and then start wrapping the burrito by folding over the bottom edge over the filling, sliding it back and tucking it tight as I go. Sometimes I use the foil to help with this part just to get it tucked nice and tight, and then continue rolling all the way forward while also tucking in the sides. This made 8 delicious burritos. I'm gonna go ahead and pop mine in the fridge, and then when we're ready to eat them, I just pop them without the foil on in my air fryer at 400 degrees for about 4 minutes. Serve with a 1/4 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt like a sour cream dip. So good. The second meal prep I'm making for my lunches is going to be a Philadelphia roll in a bowl. This is a little twist on a sushi bowl. I love sushi. Josh is not a fan, so I'm making these for myself. This week while he's not here, I used the last of the rice I had made for the first meal prep. There's about a 1/2 cup of jasmine rice in each of these bowls. Then I have 2 English cucumbers, which I trimmed, peeled, and sliced and divided between my 3 bowls. I know this looks like a lot of cucumber, but kind of think of this like a cucumber-based salad. All right, we can't do a Philadelphia roll without cream cheese, so I have 4 ounces, half a brick of Third Less Fat Philadelphia cream cheese going in my Ninja blender single serve bottle. And then to lighten it up and add a little bit more protein to this sauce, we're going in with a 1/3 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. All right, and that gets blended till smooth. Then we're gonna put our blended cream cheese mix into a Ziploc bag. I just have a little sandwich bag, and I put it inside of a cup and fold it over the top, because this makes it really easy to put the mix inside. And then we're gonna use like a piping bag to pipe dollops onto our bowls. All right, so I have 191 grams of that. So divided by 3 bowls, I should be putting about 63 grams in each of my bowls. All right, so to make this bag a piping bag, you twist, try to put it all down towards one end, and then we are just going to take our scissors and snip the very end off. All right, so my first bowl on the scale, and it's zeroed out, so we are gonna start piping. Cream drizzle. Bowl number 2. And bowl 3. Looking good, looking good. And then the star of our show, our smoked salmon for these Philly bowls. I'm gonna be doing 4 ounces of smoked salmon in each one of these bowls. It's really gonna help punch up the protein. Man, that's a lot of smoked salmon. These are gonna be some hefty bowls. They look so dainty at first. Now you could stop there and these would be delicious once you shake them all up. However, one of my favorite things about sushi is the like sriracha mayo or spicy mayo they add to rolls. So I added a 1/3 cup of light mayo to a bowl, and I'm gonna go in with like a bit of sriracha at a time. There's like 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna mix that up, and then I'll just add another tablespoon like if I need it. Little goes a long way. All right, so I did like 1 tablespoon and then like just a tiny little extra squirt. And I did it just till it tasted right, and this is like, the color looks right to me, this light pale orange. They also do sell spicy mayo at the grocery store if you're looking for that, but this way I could use light mayo and kind of keep track of what I was using. All right, so I did my baggie hack again. This is my sriracha mayo in here, and I weighed it all out. So I'm gonna put 30 grams of sriracha mayo on each one of these bowls. These look fantastic. To be honest, they look kind of big, but I'm really trying to get more protein in. This is such a low calorie meal. These look just absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to have one of these. Definitely is gonna help my sushi craving, but still keeping me in my calorie deficit. House is quiet. I'm all cleaned up from all the cooking I did today. I'm having one of my burritos for dinner, and it's so good. These are gonna freeze great too, so I made a bigger batch. I might need to pop a couple in the freezer, and then I would pull them out and defrost them before heating them. That's one of the things I always struggle with when I like meal prep any sort of burritos, whether they're like breakfast or ones like these for dinner, is you can't reheat them straight from frozen easily. A lot of times the center, it's hard to get it heated up. But reheating them from fresh in the air fryer for just a couple minutes gets nice and toasty on the outside and all warm and gooey on the inside. I'm having it with some plain non-fat Greek yogurt to dip in and some fruit on the side. So good. I can definitely see us having these for meal prep again. Anyway, thanks for following along with my grocery shop and meal prep today. It was a little different meal prepping without Josh. I'm glad he'll be back next week. This process has been so much fun and a lot easier while having a partner doing it with me. I really like being able to just sit down and talk with him about ideas about what we want to eat over the following week. It's just something that's fun to do together. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe so you don't miss out on our next one, including a review of how the rest of these meal preps went. And until next time, bye.
I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought